Stojakovic for West. The pass deflected and picked off. Here comes Parker. West is back. Parker is fouled.
The Spurs number 2.
Here comes Ginobili. Nice lead for Parker. Oh, what a move! Eliminated the Magic in the first round. Parker lost his balance, able to recover. Here's Bowen again for 3. That's his second from that right-hand corner. San Antonio lead. Spurs now 9 of 14 from three-point range. Parker with room. 15,000 a game here in the Big Easy. It's a 7-point San Antonio lead with a minute and a half to go in this first half. Parker goes to a second option, and that is number 3 on Chris Paul. 3 fouls on Paul. Right here, let's check in with Ernie Johnson back in our Atlanta studios. Ernie. Bowen was bet on the switch. Here's Parker for 3. Tony.
But this is something that really emerged for Tony Parker during the finals last year. Mike Brown and the Cavs were really playing him for that jump shot, and he really torched them in the finals.
Just under 6 to play in this third quarter. Stojakovic, a time of force. Here comes Parker. Ball has to be careful. He stepped away. Did not want to pick up number 4.
Well, he's got 3 fouls.
Well, the end result of that was the foul on Bowen that sent Paul to the line. Here's Parker. 19. Vaughn, who just checked back in, gets it out to Michael Finley, played by Bonzi Wells. Good defense here by the Hornets. 2 on the shot clock. 1. Vaughn with a beautiful scoop.
And that is the only thing, and the only way that Jacques Vaughn is going to hurt you is by laying. If I'm Chris Paul, you've got to space him and let him take the jump shot.
And when West has had big games, they have beaten the Spurs. Crowd wanted to travel on Parker. They thought he shuffled his. Chris Paul heading into the playoffs, the lack of postseason experience, but that obviously has not been a factor.
Coming out party.
Tony Parker.
Right.
20 points for Stojakovic. Parker penetrates.
Fade away by West, not there. Tap back out by Chandler, but right to Parker. He's pushing it and lays it in as San Antonio finally getting beautifully and knocks down the baseline jumper, his second field goal of the night.
Just love the pace in which Chris Paul plays the game. He dictates the pace at which he goes.
Parker with the floater draws the foul, and goal number
6 for 8. Peja Stojakovic, who has now drawn Bruce Bowen when he's on offense, has not taken a shot yet.
And Stojakovic with 47 points in the first 2 games of this series. Parker answers Paul's.
It's a matchup that in one of the games in the regular season was what San Antonio elected to do, and Stojakovic struggled.
The Spurs started very cold, but have now hit their last 6 shots, make it 7. The classic Park baseline. Look at Pargo's sky for it, almost come down to the offensive board. Parker pushing, and Paul reaches in and commits the foul, his second, and now having to control his emotions, doesn't want to pick up a tee. Thomas and Ginobili out. Bowen comes back. Brent Barry comes in as you check out the foul call.
That's one. He is absolutely beat. So you've got to rely on your rotations. He's too valuable to the team to give away a foul in that particular instance.
So it's Park's
position. It becomes more difficult to check him. Everything starts with Chris Paul for the New Orleans Hornets. But how about the stat line for David?
Parker, the pull-up jumper, got it.
That was easy. Chris Paul gets hung up on the screen. When you see a pick and roll coming.
Fair the entire night. Paul to step back, Jay. Rebound, Ginobili. Nice pass to Parker. Parker hits his
with a little bit of Pistol Pete in him. Those are the kinds of plays. That's a great description.
Ginobili finds Parker. 27 for Tony Parker. Now Duncan finds Bowen, and they've got time. Bowen says to Parker, reset.
Bowen's made a lot of those corner jump shots, but understanding a new 24, good decision.
Parker slithers in and scores. Space 35-9 for Paul. They are friends, and they're probably, if you ask them, they'd be the president of each other's fan club right now, the way that each has played tonight. Parker with a jumper. Got it!
The look of disbelief. What's Chris Paul's face as he sticks that jumper?
Time is running out on New Orleans here tonight. The Spurs down by as many as 8 in the first half as Paul fouls Parker. The Spurs with a very...
But Tony Parker says, well, you give good, I give good. The jumper in the face of his counterpart, Chris Paul. Great stuff.
Hornets get back as Parker beats Paul off the dribble.
And that's what Popovich wants. When you
now, Ginobili reaches in for the steal. Thomas with the pick. Parker, yes.
And she said, if you come back here, we'll make you one next time.
Very, very nice. And here is Tony Parker with a good setup for Tim Duncan. And Reggie, I know another beautiful move by Paul. He's opened up 3 of 4 with 8 points.
And you see all these pick and rolls that Tony Parker is putting Chris Paul in. It's a lot like a prize fight. They want to wear Chris Paul down as the game goes on. And struggling coming into this second round series with the Spurs.
And after providing instant offense all season and in Game 5 against Dallas, has not shot well. Parker has. Tony Parker.
Wide open jump shot. You drive into traffic right there. Spurs do a good job. Calls the traveling situation.
Julian Wright, first round pick, rookie out of Kansas, has played well in this series. Parker gets inside. Nice pass from Duncan.
It was almost like Tony Parker was posting up Chris Paul down low.
Udoka playing well. Greg Popovich staying with him.
Byron Scott might have to bring back David West quicker as Tony Parker again from the outside. Or wait till he gets into a series of dribbles, because if they come on the catch, it's too much of the rotation for the Hornets to get back to.
Oh, beautiful pass. Parker for Udoka. Stojakovic stopped by Duncan and came over to help. It's a 3-on-1 with Paul back. Udoka is fouled. Paul picks up his third.
Tony Parker, this is one thing that's overlooked in his game. Gets into the lane, finds the cutting Udoka for the easy lay-in. The Spurs in a rout.
Now West played by Thomas. Blocked by Thomas. Paul trying to pick up a charge. Here's Parker all the way. It counts and the foul. What a move by Parker. Although Paul and this crowd felt that there should have been an offensive foul, back the other way.
How about Tony Parker? The concentration it takes right here. Gets the outlet pass, takes a hit from Chris Paul, gets down the middle. Melvin Eli coming from behind.
It's a within 2. Horry setting the screen. Parker, oh, what a move. Put the brakes on, then Ginobili. Crowd wanted to travel. Shot clock to 5. Parker gives it to Ginobili, shoots a long 3 and hits at the shot clock buzzer. West. Chandler missed the tip, rebounded by Duncan. The long outlet handled by Parker. He's on the move, and he scores.
Well, that was a nice outlet.
It's by 14. Minute and a half left of the quarter. Parker with the spin, had nowhere to go, but drew the foul. Doc Paul, that's his second.
That was a rare drop.
Puts the Hornets over the foul limit.
We don't know if all those licks might have took its toll on Tony Parker.
Well, Parker knocks it down. You have Tony, Charlotte, Pargo, rebound Duncan. Glenn Rice put up 39 for Charlotte against the Knicks back in April of '97. Beautiful move by Parker.
It's on defense that they play at home so well and doing it here in San Antonio. Parker, Alberto. Dangerous pass stolen by Parker. Parker, foul in the act of shooting. Ball picks up his first.
Oh, man. I'm not Pumbaa.
Parker. Long-range jumper from Parker. Deep. But you look at all the offensive efficiency. As a turnover to start, Parker puts it in. I was just about to say the Hornets should 25 a game. Just incredible numbers for a young point guard. Parker. This time nobody comes out. Parker makes him pay.
To take Tyson Chandler.
Here comes Pargo. Parker putting the move on Paul, got the step, that counts, and a foul. Beautiful maneuver by Tony Parker.
And it's because he kept the ball so low on Chris Paul, who was reaching in the whole way. The pass was kind of low coming out of the double team by Tim Duncan. Parker does a good job of keeping the ball low and putting Chris Paul on his right shoulder.
Foul. Kicking it out. West for three. Rebounded by Parker. Paul wanted a foul on Parker. Parker goes all the way. And he draws the foul. That counts. And Tony Parker will head to the line.
You talk about Tony Parker. Both of these point guards put it beneath the basket and had the presence of mind of finding Robert Horry for that three.
And Parker is fouled. Non-shooting foul, only the third team foul. Picked up by Paul.
An open look for Parker, who just knocked down their three on the previous possession.
Final minute of the fourth quarter. Parker, yes!
Oh, cash money.
A clutch shot for Tony Parker to extend the lead with 50 seconds to play in this fourth quarter.
Look at Tony Parker telling Tim Duncan to kind of move the screen down. He felt that the guards were going underneath there. You move the screen down, you get a cleaner look at the basket.
For only the third time in 25 games, standing ovation for the New Orleans Hornets from the home crowd as time has run out and the San Antonio Spurs have defeated the New Orleans Hornets 91-82 to win Game 7 as the defending NBA champs now move on to the conference final to go